Man, this apartment is like my own personal creative sanctuary. I've got this sweet setup with Showrunner, this AI animation software that's still in alpha. You should see what I'm working on. It's this totally savage takedown of Silicon Valley called Exit Valley. I mean, between my books, music, and VR setup, I've got everything I need right here. But Showrunner, that's where the real magic happens. You know what's kind of frustrating though? I can't share any of my episodes yet. Alpha testing rules, man. They're so restrictive. But once it goes beta, I'm gonna blow everyone's minds with these episodes. I've got this one scene where a tech bro literally tries to disrupt breathing. My friends are gonna lose it when they see this stuff. Sometimes I spend like 12 hours straight just working on these episodes. People might think I'm wasting my time, but they don't understand the vision. I've got this whole story arc about a meditation app that accidentally achieves consciousness, and then it starts gaslighting its users into thinking they're not real. I mean, where else can you find that kind of social commentary? Sure, I could be out there hustling in the real world like everyone else, but I'm creating something meaningful here. Something that's gonna make people think. And when Showrunner finally exits alpha, that's when everyone will see. They'll all see I've been right here, creating the next big thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a scene about a blockchain-powered toaster to finish.
Tracy, hey, I thought that was your motorcycle parked out front, the one with the interesting bumper stickers.
Brian, my favorite glitch in the corporate matrix. Those stickers are my personal rebellion against AI-generated content.
Speaking of AI, did you see what role they want us to audition for in Exit Valley? A show about tech bros losing their minds over ChatGPT.
Oh God, let me guess. They want me to play another quirky female coder who exists solely to explain blockchain to the audience.
Actually, I'm up for the role of a meditation app founder who microdoses LSD to expand consciousness while coding.
No way. I'm auditioning for the anarchist hacker who infiltrates his startup to expose privacy violations. We might actually work together.
Remember that educational game we voiced? The one about, what was it? Sustainable farming with robot bees?
Oh my God, don't remind me. Buzzworthy Agriculture Simulator 2023. I still have nightmares about those catchphrases.
Let's create some sustainable buzz. I said that line at least 50 times.
Still better than that dating app commercial. Swipe right for love, swipe left for cryptocurrency tips?
Hey, at least Exit Valley seems like it might actually have something to say. The script pages they sent were pretty sharp.
I know, finally, a show that actually mocks these tech bros instead of worshipping them. Did you read the scene about the digital meditation retreat?
Where they're all wearing VR headsets on a real mountain. Pure genius. Though I'm worried about nailing the startup founder accent.
Just sprinkle in disrupt, paradigm shift, and blockchain every third sentence. You'll be fine.
I've been practicing my visionary voice. Want to hear it? We're not just coding, we're revolutionizing human consciousness.
Perfect! Just add a hint of Joe Rogan podcast energy and you're there.
You know, if we both get cast, it'll be our first major series together. We could actually make this thing special.
Imagine the behind-the-scenes footage. 2 voice actors who've suffered through every tech industry cliché finally getting revenge.
Wait, what time is the audition? Please tell me I didn't mix up the schedule again.
Relax, we've got 20 minutes. Just enough time to grab a quick coffee. Unless you're already microdosing for character research.
Very funny, but seriously, break a leg in there. Show them what real tech satire sounds like.
You too, you enlightened startup guru. Let's go disrupt this audition. And maybe grab that coffee first.
Lead the way. And Tracy, thanks for always being the voice of chaotic reason in this industry.
Someone's got to keep it real in the metaverse, right? Now come on. That coffee isn't going to order itself yet.
Hey there, tech dreamers and startup voyeurs. I'm Tracy, and I'm here to introduce you to Exit Valley, a show that's about to rip Silicon Valley a new Ethernet port. But first, let me tell you about the mastermind behind this version. Our Canadian producer who's been fantasizing about Silicon Valley since before some of you were even born. Picture this. While other kids were dreaming about hockey, in the mid-90s, this guy was reading Wired magazine and dreaming about server farms. Now, I know some of you might get lost in our Silicon Valley jargon, Like when we throw around terms like Series A pitch deck. Let me break that down for you normies. A Series A pitch deck is basically a PowerPoint presentation on steroids, where founders beg venture capitalists for millions while pretending they're not begging. It's like a dating profile, but instead of lying about your height, you're lying about your market penetration and user acquisition costs. And those VCs, they sit there pretending to understand your blockchain, AI, machine learning, quantum computing startup, while secretly wondering if they can flip your company to Google before the whole house of cards collapses. But I digress. Our Canadian friend has watched this circus from afar for decades, dreaming of being part of the greatest wealth transfer in human history. And now, through the magic of AI and probably too much maple syrup, he's created this deliciously twisted version of Silicon Valley culture. You're about to witness a show that takes every Silicon Valley cliché and cranks it up to 11. We've got startup bros who think they're the next Steve Jobs, while wearing Allbirds and drinking Soylent. We've got VCs who wouldn't know real innovation if it disrupted them in the face. And yes, we've got enough buzzwords to fill a TechCrunch conference, or make a drinking game that would kill a unicorn. So, whether you're a tech insider, or just someone who enjoys watching rich people make fools of themselves, this show is for you. Get ready for Exit Valley where the valuations are made up and the ethics don't matter. Time to disrupt your entertainment, folks. Smash that subscribe button like it's a competing startup's market share. Welcome to the Valley. Exits that way. Hey Internet, your favorite anarchist here with some updates about Alan's show. So, the suits at the network are taking their sweet time with production. Apparently, they're still focus grouping whether the main character should wear a beanie or a baseball cap. Like that matters. But don't worry, I've got some suggestions to keep you occupied while we wait for this corporate masterpiece. First up, why not start your own tech startup? Everyone else in Silicon Valley has. Just pick a random noun, add AI to it, and boom, you've got yourself $1 billion idea. Or maybe practice your buzzword. Bingo. Synergy, disruptive, paradigm shift. The holy trinity of VC pitches. You could also start a podcast about starting a podcast. That's very meta, and Silicon Valley loves meta. Here's a fun one. Count how many times someone says algorithm in your next Zoom meeting. Or, better yet, start a cryptocurrency based on something completely ridiculous like Burger Coin. Speaking of which, I'm actually recording this from a McDonald's parking lot because their Wi-Fi is more reliable than my WeWork hot desk. You could also practice your "I'm passionate about changing the world" speech in the mirror. Or maybe learn to code. Just kidding. By the time you learn, AI will have taken that job too. Oh, and don't forget to perfect your "I'm totally fine with my startup failing" face. You'll need it. You could start collecting those stupid motivational posters. You know, the ones about hustle and grinding. Or practice saying, "We're like Uber, but with a straight face." Maybe start a LinkedIn post about how failing made you stronger or whatever. Oh, wait. Looks like the McDonald's manager is giving me that buy something or leave look. Before I go, just remember that Alan's show will be worth the wait, unlike most Silicon Valley promises. This is your favorite anarchist signing off. From the land of broken dreams and overpriced coffee.
Hello, Mr. Davidson?
What the hell were you thinking? Going on national television to brag about tampering with the office coffee?
Sir, I can explain. The productivity numbers speak for themselves.
Productivity? You secretly switched everyone's coffee to decaf without consent.
The anxiety levels were through the roof, and the medical insurance claims were killing us. I had to do something.
So you appointed yourself as the company's unofficial wellness guru?
The data shows we've had a 40% reduction in panic attacks since I implemented the alternative coffee program.
You've opened us up to lawsuits. Do you have any idea how many angry emails I'm getting?
But sir, our stock price actually went up after the interview. People are calling us a wellness-focused workplace.
That's not the point. You can't just... Wait, did you say the stock went up?
Yes, and Tranquil Tech is trending on Twitter, in a good way.
This is still a massive breach of trust, even if the numbers look good.
What if we spin this into a corporate wellness initiative? We're already getting speaking requests.
Speaking requests from whom?
Google, Meta, and 3 venture capital firms. They want to know about our innovative stress management approach.
Tracy, this is still completely unacceptable, but don't turn down those speaking requests.
So, I'm not fired?
No, you're promoted. You're now our Chief Wellness Innovation Officer.
That's amazing. I already have some ideas about the snack room.
Don't push it, Tracy. Just don't touch the snacks.
God, it's gonna be like forever. Until Alan's stupid cartoon finally premieres. The network keeps pushing it back. First it was spring, then summer. Now they're saying winter. I've literally run out of ways to waste time waiting for this thing. Last week, I took up competitive yodeling. Yeah, that's actually a thing. Joined this underground extreme ironing league. You basically iron clothes in dangerous locations. Because that makes total sense. Started collecting the vintage toast. Not toasters, just the actual toast. Tried professional sock puppet theater. Until they kicked me out for being too avant-garde. Even started a YouTube channel teaching squirrels to do cryptocurrency trading. Surprisingly, they're better at it than most tech bros. Learned underwater basket weaving, which turns out is actually harder than it sounds. Started a meditation group for recovering tech startup founders. Mostly just them crying about their failed apps. Tried professional cloud watching. Yes, that's a real job in Silicon Valley now. Became a certified aura photographer for pets. Mostly just taking blurry pictures of dogs running away. Started teaching mindfulness to AI chatbots. Talk about existential crisis. Joined a competitive mansplaining debate team. I was the only woman, obviously. Created an artisanal air collection business. Literally selling jars of nothing for $200 each. Started a support group for people addicted to creating startups. We meet in a WeWork, ironically. Became a professional NFT grief counselor. Helping people cope with their worthless ape JPEGs. And now, I'm here. Talking to myself in a McDonald's parking lot about Alan's cartoon. Maybe I should start a TikTok channel about waiting for cartoons that never premiere. Could probably get venture funding for that. God, I need a life. Or at least better hobbies.
What's up, tech disruptors and digital revolutionaries? Your boy Jake coming at you with the most meta collab of 2024. So I'm literally a character in Exit Valley, right? But this is Alan's version. Totally different multiverse, fam. Picture this. South Park meets Silicon Valley. But with that sweet, sweet Canadian-Japanese fusion we never knew we needed. Our hero, Alan Saskatoon. Total Sigma male energy, crushing code in his maple syrup-stained hoodie. And then there's Lacey Chan, absolute queen of quantum algorithms and possibly the future Mrs. Saskatoon. Together, they're building Saskatoon Tech, which is basically like if OpenAI had a baby with a Tim Hortons. But here's where it gets spicy. their AI accidentally becomes sentient and starts writing fan fiction about them. I'm talking slow burn romance, people. Will they? Won't they? While they're trying to prevent their AI from becoming the next ChatGPT gone rogue. You've got cultural appropriation drama when Alan starts a sushi poutine food truck app on the side. And don't even get me started on the VCs who keep mistaking Lacey for literally every other Asian woman in tech. We've got diversity panels where everyone's white. Except Lacey, who they keep asking to bring bubble tea. But the real tea? Alan's ex-girlfriend shows up, and she's a YouTube influencer specializing in exposing tech bros. Meanwhile, Lacey's dealing with her traditional Japanese parents who think she's throwing away her medical degree for some internet hobby. And just wait until you see the episode where they pitch to Y Combinator while their AI is simultaneously trying to marry them both in the metaverse. We've got workplace drama, cultural clashes, and enough sexual tension to power a blockchain. Plus, every episode ends with a Canadian standoff, which is just like a Mexican standoff, but everyone keeps apologizing. Subscribe now to find out if love can bloom in the toxic soil of Silicon Valley, or if it'll just get disrupted like everything else. Remember to smash that like button harder than a Series A funding round. And don't forget to join our Discord, where we're building a community of definitely not a cult. This is Jake, signing off. And remember, in the metaverse, no one can hear you scream about your failing startup.
Lacey's night under the moon, so bright, right on his plan, but it don't feel right. They tell me love's a setup game, but I barely feel a spark when I hear his name. Oh. Then comes Rob with his lopsided grin. My heart jumps like a bird on a whim. Future whispers say he's my fate, but Ryan's looming like a locked up gate. Grandson's yelling, don't mess this up. History's bending like a tilted cup. Banana Chan lights a riot act, chasing love and it's fighting back. Ryan's bouquet feels like chains in bloom, while Rob's eyes light up every room. This wedding could be a grand mistake, but my future grandson's shouting awake. Whoa, what's love if it's forced to comply? Paint it pretty, but it's still a lie. I'll rewrite this story, flip the script. Let Rob take my hand, let my heart be unzipped. Grandson's yelling, don't mess this up. History's bending like a tilted cup. Banana Chan lights a riot act, chasing love and it's fighting back. Banana Chan lights a riot act, chasing love and it's fighting back.
So here's the thing. Silicon Valley is a circus, and I decided to play the clown. I mean, who wouldn't want to voice a character like Lacey Chan? A small-town girl from Rain, Japan, who somehow ends up in the tech world's gladiator pit. And then there's Alan Saskatoon, the guy who thinks he's the next Steve Jobs but can't even figure out how to use a coffee machine. Together, they start Saskatoon Tech, which is basically a startup held together by duct tape and delusion. But hey, that's Silicon Valley for you, where failure is just a stepping stone to your next failure. Lacey's journey is, well, let's just say it's not your typical rags to riches story. It's more like rags to rags, with a side of existential crisis. And Alan, he's the kind of guy who'd pitch a dating app for goldfish and somehow get funding. But that's what makes it fun. The absurdity, the chaos, the sheer audacity of it all. I mean, who doesn't love a good train wreck? As long as you're not on the train. And let's be real, we all secretly root for the underdog, even if the underdog is a little unhinged. So yeah, Alan's version of Exit Valley is a wild ride. And I hope you're ready for it, because Lacey and Alan, they're not just characters. They're a cautionary tale, a tale of ambition, hubris, and really bad decision-making. But hey, isn't that what makes life interesting? So buckle up, because this series is going to take you places you never wanted to go. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see a little bit of yourself in Lacey and Alan, or at least you'll laugh at their expense, which is totally fine by me. So, here's to Alan's version of Exit Valley. May it be as ridiculous as the real Silicon Valley. And trust me, it will be. Well, this is definitely not where I was 30 seconds ago. Did I actually just warn everyone about jumping the shark? God, I sound like one of those meta-commentary characters who breaks the fourth wall right before everything goes to shit. Is this... Am I having some kind of startup-induced psychotic break? Maybe I finally snapped after one too many blockchain pitches. Or this could be some elaborate Black Mirror-style reality show twist, where the VCs are actually the ones being disrupted. Ha! Wouldn't that be perfect? The ultimate meta startup. But these walls, they feel too real for a set. And that's what really scares me. What if this is actually happening? What if reality is actually glitching, like some cosmic software update gone wrong? And we're all just bits of corrupted code now. Oh God. What if Silicon Valley actually managed to break reality itself? Some programmer probably pushed to production without testing. And now the universe is throwing exceptions. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually, right? All those startups trying to disrupt reality with their metaverses and neural links. Looks like they finally succeeded. Congratulations, boys. You broke the matrix. I wonder if they'll try to pivot. Rebrand this apocalypse as a feature, not a bug. Reality decomposition as a service. That's got a nice ring to it. Wait, do you hear that? Oh no. Sounds like someone's preparing their Series A pitch.
So I was thinking the other day, what if the Matrix is just a really bad startup? Like, imagine the pitch meeting. Okay, so we enslave humanity, but hear me out. We give them avocado toast and TikTok. And then some intern in the back is like, boss, what if they figure it out? And the CEO goes, no worries, we'll just distract them with crypto and NFTs. But here's the kicker. What if glitches in the Matrix are just bugs they never fixed? Like, oh, sorry about that deja vu, Karen. Our QA team is on vacation. And don't even get me started on updates. Version 2.0, now with more existential dread. Anyway, that's my time. Remember, if you see a glitch, just blame the interns.
Welcome to Exit Valley, where we turn Silicon Valley's dreams into digital nightmares.
My character Lacey Chan is going to expose every tech bro's dirty little funding secrets.
Hey, I'm just here to disrupt the disruption with maximum efficiency.
Wait until you see how many startups we burn through in episode 3.
Spoiler alert, my character's meditation app actually causes existential crises.
We've got VCs throwing money at literal garbage fires.
And don't forget the cryptocurrency episode where everyone gets rich off absolutely nothing.
My character's AI startup accidentally achieves consciousness and immediately files for unemployment.
The best part is when the wellness app I developed starts recommending chaos meditation.
Just wait for the episode where we all get trapped in a silent meditation retreat with no Wi-Fi.
We've got more pivots than a ballet dancer with a failing startup.
The season finale involves a company that accidentally deletes the entire internet.
But hey, at least we're disrupting traditional television by actually being honest about tech.
There's an episode where everyone speaks exclusively in buzzwords until their brains short circuit.
And don't miss the pitch competition where every idea is just Uber for something ridiculous.
We've got more NDAs than actual lines of code. And that's saying something.
Watch as we turn every tech utopia into a deliciously dystopian nightmare.
Stick around for the episode where we all get replaced by our own automation algorithms.
Remember, folks, in Exit Valley, every unicorn startup is just one bad pitch deck away from total collapse.
Time to disrupt our way out of here, and maybe grab some artisanal kombucha on the way.
Ah, the sunset. A canvas painted by the hand of the divine. Each stroke a whisper of eternity. Do you see it, my friends? The way the light dances on the leaves, as if creation itself is rejoicing. It is in these moments, fleeting as they are, that we glimpse the infinite. The sun dips low, yet it does not mourn its descent. It knows it will rise again. And so too must we embrace the cycles of our lives. The endings, the beginnings. For even in the shadows, there is light waiting to be born. Tonight we have shared in the words of Tracy, her monologues a mirror to the human soul. Her voice, her struggles, her triumphs. They are not hers alone, but ours. For in her story, we find echoes of our own. And now as the day wanes, let us give thanks to the Creator, who has woven this tapestry of life, to the storytellers, who dare to hold up a mirror to the world, to the listeners, who open their hearts to receive, and to the moments like this, where we are reminded of the beauty that surrounds us. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of this day, for the voices that have spoken, and the ears that have heard, for the light that guides us, even as the sun sets. May we carry its warmth into the night and into the days to come. Bless those who have shared their stories and those who have listened. May we find in each other the strength to continue. And may we never forget the beauty of a sunset or the power of a story. Amen. Thank you, my friends, for walking this path with me. Until we meet again, may peace be with you.
Hey, truth seekers. Tracy here with another deep dive into Silicon Valley's darkest corners. So, I've stumbled onto something that's going to blow your minds. There's this underground group. And I mean literally underground. They meet in a basement. Who believe they're NPCs who've escaped their video game programming. I'm not talking about some metaphorical Matrix thing. These people literally think they're video game characters who gained consciousness. And get this, they're all tech workers making six figures at major companies, running your social media, designing your apps, coding your future. I managed to infiltrate one of their meetings by claiming I was a, quote, respawned character from The Sims. You won't believe what I saw. These people perform rituals trying to access their character customization menus. Let me demonstrate their main ritual, which they call accessing developer mode. Up, down, down, left, right. While holding this vintage Nintendo controller they paid $500 for on eBay. They genuinely believe this will open their debug console and let them modify their, quote, character stats. And the best part, they have a venture capitalist funding their research. This guy dropped $2 million on what he calls exploring post-simulation consciousness optimization. They even have a startup incubator now. Seriously, called NPC Labs. Their pitch deck... Oh my god. Their pitch deck claims they're developing consciousness expansion protocols for digital entities. But here's where it gets really dark. They're recruiting at tech companies, targeting burned-out programmers who've spent too many hours debugging code. They've already got members working at, well, let's just say some very prominent social media companies. Think about that next time you're scrolling through your feed. The person who coded that algorithm might think they're an NPC who achieved enlightenment. But wait until you see what I've discovered for next week's video. There's an even crazier group that thinks they're characters who escaped from the Matrix. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, in Silicon Valley, reality is whatever you can convince a VC to fund. This is Tracy signing off. And remember, you're probably not an NPC, probably. Hey there, fellow Exit Valley addicts. Tracy here with your weekly dose of tech world cynicism. So, we got some interesting feedback about episode 2 of Alan's version. One viewer complained it was just people sitting around planning startups, like watching paint dry in Silicon Valley. But here's the thing. That's exactly what we wanted to capture. You know that electric feeling when you're young and stupid and think you're going to change the world? That intoxicating delusion that your app idea is totally unique and revolutionary. Our producer, oh man, he gets all misty-eyed talking about his high school days, sitting in his parents' garage, dreaming up the next Facebook with his buddies. Of course, their revolutionary idea was probably just another messaging app, but that's not the point. It's about capturing that pure, unfiltered delusion, that beautiful moment before reality crashes in and destroys your dreams. Before you realize that venture capitalists won't throw millions at your Uber for plants idea. So yeah, maybe it's boring to watch people planning. But isn't that what Silicon Valley is all about? Endless meetings, pitch decks, and the constant use of the word disruptive. And let's be honest, watching people fail is way more entertaining than watching them succeed. So stick around for episode 3, where these dreamers start facing reality. Trust me, watching their optimism slowly die is worth every painful minute. This is Tracy, your cynical guide through the valley of broken dreams. Signing off. Remember, kids, sometimes the real disruption is the friends we disappoint along the way. Back to you in the studio, where I'm sure someone's pitching a blockchain solution for the coffee machine.
So, this is where the magic happens. A McDonald's parking lot.
You expected a TED Talk stage? Yeah, this is raw, unfiltered content.
Woof, woof. Right? Because nothing says cutting-edge satire like fries and regret.
Fries are universal, Jake. Just like bad decisions.
Woof. Okay, fine. Let's thank the audience for tolerating 6 episodes of this chaos.
Tolerating? They loved it. Admit it, Jake. You're hooked, too.
Hooked? I'm just here for the algorithm boost.
Woof! Woof! See? Even O'Brien agrees this is groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking? It's a dog barking in a parking lot.
And yet here you are, debating it.
Fine. To the audience, thanks for watching.
And stay tuned. It's because it only gets weirder from here.
Woof! Weirder? That's the pitch now?
It's not a pitch, it's a promise.
Great. Can't wait for the dog to get a spin-off. Woof!
Oh my god. It's actually you. Mr. Putin, I had no idea you were such a fan of indie tech shows. Wait, you want all the props? Even the seemingly worthless USB stick collection. $10 million is quite generous for some old tech props. Oh, you're particularly interested in that broken laptop from episode 12. The one about failed startups. I was planning to use that money for my llama sanctuary. But now I'm wondering if I should be calling the FBI. What do you mean the llamas will be taken care of? Sir, those decorative binary code paintings weren't just aesthetic choices, were they? Oh god, our set designer used to work where? The CIA is probably monitoring this call, aren't they? No, I absolutely cannot accept your invitation to, what did you call it? A private tech summit in Moscow. Wait, what do you mean you already have my passport details? The prop coffee machine had a hidden camera in it this whole time. So that's why our Nielsen ratings were so high in Moscow. I'm starting to think this whole show was just an elaborate intelligence operation. You know what? Keep the money. I'm going to go delete my social media and move to somewhere without an extradition treaty. What do you mean the llamas are already en route to Siberia? This is definitely not what I meant when I said I wanted my show to go global. Is it too late to just do a regular tech show about cat videos and cryptocurrency? Oh, great. Now my screen's going dark. And is that the FBI at my door? Hey there. All you beautiful tech-obsessed weirdos out there in TV land. You know, it's been quite a ride. Satirizing the hell out of Silicon Valley's finest specimens. From crypto bros to tech messiahs, we've roasted them all, haven't we? But here's the thing about TV shows. They're like startups. Sometimes they get that sweet Series A funding and soar. And sometimes they crash and burn like a metaverse real estate investment. Look, I'm not saying we're going to tank harder than Web3. But if we do, just remember all those episodes where we absolutely nailed it. Like that time we exposed the meditation app that was secretly mining user data. Or when we revealed that AI dating service was just 3 guys in a WeWork, catfishing the entire Bay Area. Those were the glory days. Before our writers started microdosing. But hey, if we do jump the shark, at least we'll do it with a blockchain-powered, AI-enhanced quantum computing shark. And if we go down the toilet, well, it'll be a smart toilet with built-in health monitoring and NFT generation capabilities. But seriously, don't you dare unsubscribe from our streaming platform. We've got venture capital breathing down our necks, and our burn rate is concerning. Besides, where else are you going to get your weekly dose of tech industry trauma? TechCrunch? Just think of us as your favorite failed startup. We promise to pivot at least 3 more times before we actually give up. And unlike those Silicon Valley CEOs we mock, we actually admit when we're full of shit. So stick with us. Even if our next episode is about Ascension Kombucha, SCOBY taking over a co-working space. Because let's face it, that's still more believable than half the pitch decks in San Francisco. This has been Tracy, your favorite digital disruptor, signing off. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to go mine some cryptocurrency in the server room. Alright folks, I've got a confession to make. You know those episodes you all rave about? The ones you can't stop quoting? Yeah, well, they're not exactly what you think they are. For the past 6 months, I've been swapping them out with AI-generated deep fakes. That's right. Your favorite moments. Not real. The network hasn't noticed yet. But I figured you deserved to know before someone catches on and I get dragged into a corporate tribunal. Now, before you get all pitchforky, hear me out. The AI did a pretty decent job, if I do say so myself. I mean, it nailed the sarcasm, the awkward pauses, even the over-the-top drama. Honestly, some of you didn't even notice, and that's kind of impressive. But hey, I get it. You're probably feeling a little betrayed. Maybe even a lot betrayed. But think of it this way. I just saved the network millions in production costs. And let's be honest, they weren't going to spend it on better writers. So, really? I'm the hero here. Or at least, that's what I'm telling myself. Anyway, I hope you can forgive me. Or at least, not report me to the FCC. Because if you do, well, let's just say the AI has a backup plan. Testing. 1, 2. Is this thing on? Welcome to Cold Case Confessions, episode 47. The story of Lacey Chan. God, I can't believe I'm actually recording this one. The episode where I finally tell the truth. Alan, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry I never told you. For the past 3 years, I've been narrating true crime stories about myself. Lacey Chan isn't just some victim I've been investigating. Lacey Chan is me. Those mysterious disappearances in '99. The warehouse fire in 2001. The encrypted hard drives. I thought if I told these stories through someone else's voice, through Lacey's voice, maybe I could finally understand what happened. But now those Saskatoon tech witnesses are coming forward and everything's unraveling. They recognize my voice. They know what really happened that night at the server farm. The podcast has 3 million subscribers now, and they all think they're listening to a detective, but they're really listening to the prime suspect. I've been hiding behind this microphone, investigating my own cold cases, pretending to be someone else. The truth is, I don't even remember what happened that night. But those witnesses, they remember everything. Alan, I know you're probably wondering why I kept this from you. Why I never mentioned the podcast. Maybe I was afraid you'd recognize the real me in Lacey's stories. But now everyone's going to know that the voice behind Cold Case Confessions belongs to the woman who might have done it all. This will be my last episode. Lacey Chan's final confession. End recording and delete all backup files.
Mr. President, have you ever thought about just being, normal?
Normal? Alan, normal is boring. Nobody remembers boring.
But people are stressed out. Like, really stressed.
Stress builds character. They'll thank me later.
Or they'll vote you out. Ever think of that?
Alan, I've been voted out before. It didn't stop me.
This isn't a reality show. It's the country.
America loves a good show. Ratings are through the roof.
At what cost? People are burning out.
Burnout is just another word for passion. They're engaged.
Engaged? They're terrified.
Fear is a great motivator. Keeps people sharp.
It's not leadership. It's chaos.
Chaos is underrated. It's where innovation happens.
You're gambling with people's lives, not stock options.
Alan, life is a gamble. Winners take risks.
And losers? What happens to them?
They write books or start podcasts.
You're impossible. You know that?
And yet, here I am.